I paid for 4 popular AI tools to help run my business last month. I'm keeping 3 of them, and I've already canceled the 4th. Each one costs about $20 a month, so I wanted to be honest with myself about which are worth the money and which aren't. And the one I canceled might surprise you, because it's actually a really good tool. Here's how I decided what to keep. I didn't care which tool had the most features. I just asked myself 4 simple questions about each one. Do I open it almost every day? Does it do something the others can't? Could a tool I already pay for do the same job? And would I actually miss it if it disappeared? That last one is the most telling question. Anyone can love a tool on a free trial. The real test is whether you'd pay for it again next month. Let's start with the 3 I kept. First up, the one I use the most, which is ChatGPT. It's the first tool I open pretty much every day. Emails, marketing copy, a problem I didn't see coming, it handles all of it. It's not the best at any single job, it's just good at nearly everything. So I'm not switching between 5 tools all day. One afternoon, I used it to write a client email, fix an awkward invoice reminder, and rough out a video script, all before lunch without opening anything else. When I asked it for that client email, it came back polite and ready to send. And I changed 1 word. That's the kind of small win that happens 10 times a day and adds up. It's the one I'd keep if I could only keep one, purely because it does a bit of everything. And I'm not fighting with it to get there. I don't have to learn some special way of asking or phrase it perfectly. I type what I want the way I'd say it to a person, and most of the time it just gets what I mean. It saves me a bit of time every single day, which is why it's worth $20 a month to me. The next tool is Claude. I use it when the writing has to be good, or when I'm dealing with something long, like a report or a contract. Claude's writing sounds more like a real person wrote it, so I barely have to edit it. And it reads long documents without losing track halfway through. I had a proposal I'd been putting off for days. I dropped my rough version in, asked Claude to clean it up, and what came back needed almost no changes. It even caught 2 lines that didn't make sense. On a job that size, that's an hour of my evening back. The difference really shows up on anything long. For a short reply, ChatGPT and Claude are about the same. But give Claude a 2-page document, and it keeps the tone steady the whole way through, while ChatGPT starts to drift. The third tool I didn't expect to use as much as I do. It's Perplexity, and I use it for research. Every business owner has to do their own research, whether you're comparing software or checking out a competitor. Perplexity is just much faster than searching for it yourself. What makes it different from a normal AI answer is that it shows you where the information came from, with links you can click and check. These tools get it wrong sometimes, so seeing the source before I trust it really matters. I used it this month to compare a few tools before I bought one, and instead of opening 10 tabs, I had a clear answer with sources in a couple of minutes. The other day, I asked it a question about tax rules for small businesses, and instead of one confident paragraph that might be wrong, it gave me the answer with 3 sources I could open and read myself. For me, it replaced that habit of Googling something, opening 5 tabs, and still not being sure which one to believe. Perplexity Pro is $20 a month. There's a free version too, but it only gives you a few proper searches a day, which runs out fast. One more reason I like it. When the sources don't agree, it doesn't just pick one and pretend that settles it. It tells you they clash, which is usually my sign to dig a bit deeper before I trust the answer. So those are the 3 I'm happy to pay for. Now the one I canceled, and it wasn't an easy call, because it's a good tool. It's Notion AI. It tidied up my notes, summed up my meetings, and turned my scribbles into to-do lists. I can see why people love it. The problem wasn't the tool, it was me. The more I used ChatGPT and Claude, the more I noticed they were already doing most of what I use Notion AI for. So instead of saving me time, it had just become one more place to check. The moment it hit me was when I caught myself pasting the same notes into both Notion and ChatGPT, just to compare the summaries. That's when I knew I was paying twice for one job, so I canceled it. To be clear, this isn't me saying Notion AI is bad. Plenty of people build their whole system around it and get a lot out of it. It just didn't fit the way I already work, and that's a different problem from the tool being bad. Worth knowing, the full Notion AI now lives in their business plan at $20 a person a month, and the cheaper plans only give you a short trial. And that's the big lesson from this month. The main way people waste money on AI isn't picking the wrong tool. It's paying for 3 or 4 that all do the same job. It's an easy trap. You sign up for one because a friend swears by it, then another for some feature you saw, and soon you've got a pile of subscriptions that overlap. I've done it myself more than once. You forget you're even paying for half of them until your card statement reminds you. The fix is to treat them like a small team, where each one has its own role. One for everyday work, one for proper writing, one for research. When each tool does something the others can't, paying for a few of them makes sense. 4 tools at $20 each is nearly $1,000 a year. And if 2 of them overlap, you're throwing away a big chunk of that for nothing. So if you're thinking about paying for an AI tool, forget the feature list. Just ask these questions. Does it save you time most days? Does it make your work better? Or replace something you already pay for? Would you miss it if it was gone tomorrow? If the answer is yes, $20 a month makes complete sense. If it's no, then even a great tool is just wasting your money. How many AI subscriptions are you paying for right now? And is there one you've been meaning to cancel, but haven't got round to yet? Let me know in the comments. And if this was useful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.